We're here at Chad and Susie Chance's home of Hoofwatch, and we're teamed up with the WCB, and we're going to the fourth contest of the year at Virginia State Fair. And this is the second shoe of the individual. It is the East-West shoe. This shoe is made out of 3/8 by 1. It's got a Massillé toe clip in the center, which means that you're not supposed to show any source hole for your clip. It's punched for 4 MX60s on the lateral side and 2 MX50s on the medial side. It's got some boxing on the lateral heel and the medial toe, and the size of it is just shy of 5 inches, 4 and 15/16 for the width, and 5 1/4 for the length. We've got 10.5 inches of 3/8 by 1. I'm going to mark it 5/16 off center for my massillot. I'm going to put my massillot back from the edge so that it doesn't move. And when I say it doesn't move, if you put it out on the edge, you can roll that mark back and forth when you actually make the tit sit out there. So I'm going to put it back, and then that way it'll stay stationary. I have to commit to the where it's at because that's the very beginning of the shoe and you can't really move it. You have to leave material for that. I choked down my heat pretty tight. Now I'm just going to try and get as much material in there as I can. Just come here and just kind of pull out the edge a little bit. And you can see where I've started my material. I'm going to come with the edge of my hammer and just kind of tighten up that massillot right there, that massillé, and then just go right on through the whole shoe. Now I'm going to come here and just get as tight choked up with the horn and do the same thing. Forge my heel on there. And flatten it out. Come in here and just choke down that toe a little bit for your massillé. And now come and hit that back corner. You're trying to create a straight line, so the first time you're just getting the material out, get this corner started. Flatten it down, and it's going to take 2 or 3 tries. Don't go back to the top. Try and focus on the center of it. You got to revisit it several times to get that straight line. There's not much drawing on the lateral branch because this is going to be a full 1 inch on the heel. So that's why my offset really comes in handy. Just going to tidy this up, push this back, just do a little bit of both. I'm just going to kind of accentuate it, then come in here and crack it. Come out here. Flatten it up real good. And all I'm going to do is get some daylight here and tighten up my toe. Get some daylight right here and hit it and tighten up my toe. I'm going to do my lateral branch and then my medial branch. All right, I'm going to go back and revisit the heel one more time. Put nice clean lines on that heel. He's got a nice, this just to miss the corner of the frog. Go into the widest part of the foot and then get past the widest part of the foot and then just lighten up as you get to the heel. Get to the quarter, go through the quarter, and then while you have it open, you can reestablish this nice sharp corner here and flatten it up. All right, I'm going to come in here and safe up from the heel, come around, and now I'm going to put, he's got a sharp check in there, so and then bend my quarter. So you can see where it's puckered out here just a little bit. So what we'll do right now before that clip gets in our way is we'll just come in here and widen this out right now and make that grow to that bump there. You can see how now I started to get the width right there. And it's punched for 4 on the outside branch. I just got both the branches roughed out, and the reason I've roughed out both branches is because I still got a lot of forging to do after I put my clip on there. So I'd rather just get the shoe basically done and then get the clip up and then sort everything out, because that clip is going to take, there's a lot of moving around after the clip is made. So now I'll put my clip on there and then finish the shoe out. I'm just going to come in here and tidy up the shape a little bit. The shape of my maslot, get it in the center. I'm going to just flatten that out. And all I'm doing right now is just making sure that my tip is in the center. I'm going to just pull that down a little bit. Now you can see I have a whole lot more material for my toe clip. Now I'll draw the clip. Find you a good edge, hold it up. Got to lock in on the first whack. That's very unusual. Again, come right in here, clean up those edges one last time. Now that you got them bent up, now that'll make it to be taller and not so wide and blobby. And just stay at the base. Now you can see my clip is still bent out a little bit. So then I can come and I can just drag my hammer right to the edge. And if I hit the clip, it's no big deal. But now I fill out any kind of pucker. And I have a nice flat edge to forge to. I'm working to the toe. Now I'll tip it around, and I'll work to the toe. And I'm building that outside edge. It's so important, you have to have width to erase the line. The only way you can make it look like the maslot was never drawn out of the section is if you have more material to condense to remove the outside line and bring it back in. So now I'm just gonna go through the toe and then go through the fullerene again. Going over the fullerene, go to the widest part, weight on it, and then go over the hump. Just straighten that up a little bit. And I'm just running my edges now. Making it look pretty nice and sweet and tidy. Right, we'll come through the toe. Go over the quarter. And do the same, holding on to the heel. I've got the shape pretty much what I want. I'm gonna drop the fullerene back in it and then file it up and be done with it. Just coming back and just reestablishing my fullerene. Don't have to do much, you just have to, it's already dropped in there, you just gotta push it back out. Establish a nice top edge. Cleaning up that inside edge on it. I'm going to be fitting full in the toe, so I'm just going to get that to where he can't catch himself. Getting all that material off the top edge. We got it all rasped on, all the edges cleaned up. Just do some little bit of some shaping on it. Come back in and iron it out one last time. Just one last run over on the medial aspect of the branch. Kind of brushed up and ready to be done with.